Hello, and welcome to the public information meeting for the Taylor Road Bridge over Irondequoit Creek Bridge Replacement Project. The purpose of this presentation is to provide information about the project and solicit feedback from the public. Monroe County owns and maintains the bridge over Irondequoit Creek. C&S Engineers has been hired by the county as the prime consultant to develop the design of the replacement project and progress it through the federal and Monroe County requirements. Through this presentation, we will discuss the project history, provide an overview of the existing conditions and concerns, list the project objectives, summarize the proposed alternative, including the project schedule and costs, go over the next steps, and then provide information on how you can submit questions and feedback regarding the project. Taylor Road is located in the town of Mendon in the southeast corner of Monroe County and is an east-west road running between Chamberlain Road and Strong Road. The bridge itself is located just east of the Chamberlain Road intersection as the road crosses over Irondequoit Creek. The existing bridge was originally constructed in 1950. The main supporting members are steel beams that support a timber deck, and the abutments are also a timber design using timber piles and timber lagging. The bridge has a 27-foot long span and is 26 feet 6 inches wide. Traffic counts from 2019 show 439 vehicles per day cross the bridge. Based on the existing conditions, this bridge was added to the capital improvement plan for the county for construction in 2025. Now I'd like to get into a summary of the existing conditions and the concerns at the structure. The first relates to hydraulics. Irondequoit Creek is a major water body in the area and is prone to flood events. On the left side of the screen is the FEMA flood map of the area, and you can see that there is a wide floodplain both to the south and to the north of the bridge. This means that the bridge serves as a constriction in the floodplain. When this happens, the velocity of the creek is sped up, which results in erosion of the stream banks, like you see in the photo on the right side of the screen. This is on the southwest stream bank. Another aspect of the bridge that needs improvement is its width. As mentioned, the total clear width between the bridge railing is 26 feet 6 inches. This is narrower than the current standard lane and shoulder widths that Monroe County likes to have on all of their roads. This project will aim at making the bridge and adjacent approach roadway wider to meet these standards. There are a number of conditions on the bridge that need to be addressed under this project. These include deterioration of the timber deck, isolated areas of the steel beams that are showing some loss of strength. The timber abutments are showing their age, and portions of the wing walls have partially collapsed. The area of the timber deck near the fascia girders shows numerous areas of split and degraded wood, with small places where chunks of wood are missing. The wood is soft and rotting in spots as well. This is a picture of the deck in 2020 when a hole had formed. Monroe County quickly fixed this issue, but it shows the need for a more permanent solution to the bridge deck. For the steel beams, most of them are in good condition, but there are a few isolated areas where rusting has spread and is starting to make an impact. The worst location is on the northernmost beam, where rusting has caused some loss of section and a slight reduction in carrying capacity. It's nothing to be concerned about from a safety standpoint, but needs to be addressed. The timber abutments are a combination of timber piles supporting a timber cap beam that ultimately supports the steel beams. There is timber lagging behind the piles that retains the roadway embankment. The piles and cap beam are slightly out of alignment, and there are small gaps in the lagging caused by movement of the various timber members. The cap beam itself is also deteriorated from exposure to the elements over the last 73 years. The wing walls are in poor condition with some loss of embankment from behind the walls, and there are some missing boards. There are a number of rotting, splintering, and displaced timber elements throughout each of the wing walls. Given the condition of the bridge, the hydraulic issues, and the geometry limitation, Monroe County has advanced this project with the intention of replacing the existing bridge in its entirety. Specific objectives for this project are as shown on this slide. restore the bridge condition rating to 5 or greater for at least 30 years using cost-effective techniques to minimize the life cycle cost of maintenance and repair, correct geometric deficiencies to improve stopping sight distance, and increase the span length of the bridge to better match the adjacent stream and improve the hydraulics under the bridge. To achieve these objectives, a preferred alternative has been developed. The preferred alternative will completely remove the existing bridge and replace it with a new bridge. The new bridge will be a 3-sided precast concrete rigid frame and will look very similar to the bridge shown on the right. The bridge will be 37 feet long, which is a significant increase from the existing 27-foot long bridge, and the opening will be 10 feet high. This will increase the hydraulic capacity and improve hydraulic conditions through the area. 150 feet of road reconstruction will be needed to allow for the bridge construction, and this section will be widened to allow for 11-foot lanes and 6-foot shoulders, which matches the Monroe County standard widths. Stone fill bank protection will be added to protect the new structure from erosion and scour. Here is a graphical representation of what the entire project will entail. Some of the specific aspects of construction are as follows. The project will begin just east of the Chamberlain Road intersection. It is at this point where our project will tie in with the existing pavement. The first 100 feet or so will be a transition from the existing pavement width to the widened portion that will be extending over the bridge. This requires a pavement resurfacing within the roadway and reconstruction of the shoulders. This area will also have guide rail added to it, which will be the case in all 4 corners of the bridge. The railing will be upgraded to meet current safety standards. As we move to the area surrounding the bridge, this is the fully widened section. The roadway pavement will be completely replaced, and this section will be excavated out so that the old bridge can be removed and the new bridge installed. As mentioned, this section will be widened to meet current Monroe County standards and includes 11-foot lanes and 6-foot shoulders. Here is the bridge itself. It will be 37 feet long and 10 feet high. The new bridge will consist of a precast concrete rigid frame that will be supported by piles driven deep into the ground. It will be 37 feet 4 inches wide to accommodate the wider lanes and will have a 75-year expected service life. This type of bridge is very maintenance friendly and will significantly reduce future maintenance costs for the county. Stone riprap bank protection will be added around the structure and wing walls to protect them from erosion and scour. There will also be some utility coordination needed on the project. There are 2 poles right next to the existing east end of the bridge. These will be in the way of construction and will need to be relocated. There may be an opportunity to clean up the design of the wires as there are multiple poles in the area. To perform the bridge replacement, some of the work will extend outside of the current highway boundary, so the county will need to acquire some easements in the direct vicinity of the bridge. Affected property owners will be contacted during final design to work through the property acquisition process. Given the extent of construction and narrow width of the existing bridge, the project will need to be constructed using a full road closure. A detour with advanced signage will be posted. The planned detour uses Chamberlain Road, Bowles, Sawmill Road, and West Bloomfield Road. The detour length is approximately 2.7 miles, adding about 5 minutes of drive time for travelers. Here is a summary of the project schedule. Currently, we have developed a draft design report that is being reviewed by the county and New York State DOT, and we are in the public outreach stage of the project. After we receive comments from this presentation, we will obtain design approval and move into final design by early February. Final plans, specifications, and estimate are scheduled for September of this year. We will then advertise the project in October for contractors to bid on it in November. Construction is anticipated to start in the spring of 2025 and end by September of 2025. Here are the estimated costs for the project. We broke down the bridge and highway construction costs, as well as miscellaneous construction costs, such as the detour or erosion control materials and other small elements, including a 15% contingency for unexpected costs and a 4% mobilization cost. We anticipate construction to cost around $1.3 million. There is an added cost for construction oversight to make sure the contractor is building the bridge correctly, and there are some costs for going through the property acquisition process. We anticipate the total cost of this alternative to be about $1,629,000. These are the next steps that we will be completing over the course of this year. The current concept will be finalized once comments from the public have been received. The county will grant design approval, and CNS will develop detailed design documents and work on getting all of the permit approvals. The project will be advertised and bid in the fall, and construction will occur next year, as previously mentioned. We would like to hear from you about what you think is important about this project, so please reach out to us with any comments, questions, or concerns. You may do so by filling out the comment form provided on the county's website and either emailing it or mailing it to us. Additionally, you may contact Karen Cox, the project manager for the Monroe County Department of Transportation, using the contact information provided on this slide. We appreciate you taking the time to view this presentation, and we look forward to hearing from you.